Hey guys, so I'm back on the dating scene. I thought I should get some relationship advice, especially after a breakup or a divorce. You do have to put in a lot of work on yourself. I feel like a lot of people think they'll find another relationship and think that person's gonna heal them, but it's not. You have to do it yourself. I could tell you what to do, but at the end of the day, you're the one who has to put in the work. There's just no other way. You have to constantly do the work. You're the one who is gonna have to be self aware at this. The way you do it is you think about your relationship and you think about the cons. Don't think so much about the pros, because if you do, it's like a drug addiction. You start missing your ex. So you have to put in the work. Think about what you could have done better. For me, I never been the on and off type of relationship kind of guy. I seen that stuff happen when I was younger. So for me, I think it's very important where you have to draw a line. And then over here on the negative is if your partner ever ends up doing some of this stuff, then you're gonna leave them and not go back at all. For me, it's the whole on and off thing, breaking my trust and cheating. But now I'm starting to add a little bit more stuff to the list, like not being able to communicate and understand me. Because a lot of people say, oh, you just gotta communicate, but there's more than just the communication. Is I can communicate with you all day, but if you're not listening to me and you're not understanding what I'm saying, it's not going to work out. So there is a lot more than to just communication. Your partner has to be able to understand what you're saying and listen. And then if they don't understand, they have to say, well, what do you mean by this? And you go, oh, well, and then you have to try to give a different explanation. There is a lot of patience. Relationships are not easy, dude. It does help knowing what you want in a relationship, but you also gotta know what you want and then what do you need. For me, I need support. I need somebody who can understand me in that and won't make me feel guilty for just trying to become a better person. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not out being a dirtbag. I'm not out fucking trying to bang as many chicks as I can. All I'm trying to do is get my shit together. That's it. Right now, I'm currently hunting different jobs, trying to find one that's decent so I can stay there and go back to school. I'm busy with that. That's it. And sometimes there are people who don't like that and they want all the attention, and just I can't do that. So somebody who needs a lot of attention, I know we're not going to work out. I feel like my biggest advice is you can't be a hypocrite when it comes to looking for somebody. So let's say you want somebody who's fit, you have to be fit yourself. You can't just say you want these things and you yourself don't even have it. You want somebody that has a good career, you need to have a good career yourself. You want somebody who has their shit together, you have to have your shit together as well. You can't just be a bum and say, I want somebody who's fucking fit, good career, making money, all this, and then you yourself don't even have none of those traits or qualities either. So you can't be a hypocrite. The way I always looked at it is, you want to be in their league. For me, when I was younger, I always felt like I was in little league, and the type of girl I wanted was in the major leagues. So I thought to myself, well, how do I get to the major leagues? It's by practice, working, putting in the work, and slowly going up there. So that's what I do. That's why right now I have been going on dates, and I realized a lot, especially at my age, around 30. I have wondered what would happen if I focused on my career. And I've been meeting women who have. I've met somebody who focused on 8 years, never had a relationship in those 8 years, and it's pretty bad. I met another one too recently. She also focused on her career for about 5-7 years. She hasn't had a boyfriend in 5 years. And she gets some side action, and it's understandable. I told her, I don't care. I'm not gonna judge you on that. Like, your back is itching, you gotta scratch it. I ain't tripping. We're both adults. That being said, I can tell she's not used to being in a relationship, and I don't think she understands how to be in a relationship because it's been so long. So for me, that's a red flag, because I could tell when we were hanging out, it's no connection, no spark. It felt like, honestly, I was with one of my guy friends. Like, she's cool, I hang out with her, but that's it. Like, I don't see myself being in a relationship with her. For me, I know it sounds, a little fruity. I came from the 90s where everybody was homophobic. I come from a Mexican culture background where you had to man up. You couldn't cry. You couldn't show emotions. The only emotion that was okay to show was anger. So for me, I am trying to be more in tune with my emotions and express how I feel. If something bothers me, I do say it. If I'm angry, I don't yell. I'm not the yelling type. I do let them know, hey, it does bother me when you do this, and when you do that, it does make me angry. So I feel like that's the type of person I want as well too, who's not gonna blow up. You know, if something bothers her, I want her to tell me, because you get that good old typical, oh, we need to communicate, and then they're angry, and then you ask them what's wrong, and they say nothing, and they get all mad, and you're like, what happened to fucking communication is key. So I want a female who doesn't beat around the bush. I'm not psychic, dude. Like, I have been with some where they get mad because I didn't know what they're mad about. I'm like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to know? And then they get even more mad, and I'm like, dude, you're making no sense at all right now. And you know, I've been with some too where you try saying something, but then they flip it. Like, I'll say, oh, I like chocolate, but like, well, you don't like vanilla? I didn't say that's alright, but you know, I prefer chocolate. It's like, so you hate vanilla? Then I didn't say that, dude. I just said I just prefer chocolate over vanilla. Oh, so what's wrong with vanilla? Bruh, like, you what? So it does get confusing. It is hard, but like I said, when you after a breakup, you get baggage, which is cool. Just be aware of it. And then I start calling triggers. Sometimes you get triggers in the next relationship that happened on your previous relationship, especially if it's something that hurt you. Just be aware of it. That's it. Just make sure you're aware of it. Communicate with them. Let them know, you know what, it bugs me when this happens. Another one right now, because I'm working at a rich area. So I grew up in a messed up background, bro. I grew up in the hood. So for me, all the people I grew up with are all in prison. 4 of them are doing life in prison. Another 5 are in prison right now with felonies. I have another friend who's in his way to prison with the felony. And then unfortunately, I found out another friend who's a dirtbag. I don't think I'm gonna hang out with him anymore. You know, his girlfriend came to me last year and asked me, you know, how was I able to leave my wife and blah blah. And she told me that he cheated on her. So I told her straight up, dude, like, leave his ass. And well, she didn't. She thought she could make things work out. Recently, he cheated on her again, and this motherfucker beat her. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's crazy, man. You know, never be so insecure and afraid to stay in a messed up relationship. There's always, me personally, the reason I didn't stay is because I believe I deserve better than how I was treated with my ex-wife. You know, I gave up everything. Like, I gave up my life here, my school, my work, my friends, my family to go be with somebody. And if that wasn't enough to show you how much I loved you, that you still needed more and more and more and more, to the point you were willing to use that as an excuse to go and fucking be with someone else, then I know there's no way, no matter what I do in this world, I could fucking chop my arm off for this woman and it would never be enough. But I noticed that's her problems, her issues, not me. I tried everything that I could. I was willing to go marriage counseling. You know, I went above and beyond. It's just not gonna work out. So I am definitely better, in a better place now. I do deserve better. I want to be happy. I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of being depressed. You know, you do have to change your mindset. You have to be optimistic. It's the only way to keep going. It's the only way to move on. Shit happens. Life happens. Fuck yeah, it hurts. Hell yeah. But you try to build an immune to it. Like, when I moved over here, it was nothing but problems, one after another, after another, and after. But honestly, I started building up an immune to it. As soon as a problem arose, I solved it. So I just kept going on. And you know, I'm still, don't get comfortable either. I feel like a lot of people get lazy in their relationship. They stop looking good for their partner. You should never do that. You should never stop trying to go after your partner, you know, especially if you love them. You should still look good for them. Try to be somewhat shape if you can. Try to do exercise if you can. Try to find some kind of sexy clothing that makes you look good. Lingerie, buy them flowers, do something, take them on a dinner, do some new kinky stuff. Don't let that shit die out. Don't be afraid to experiment new stuff, and gotta keep it fresh, man. That's how you sustain longer marriages and relationships. But there's just so much detail, so much to go on. I'll just stop at there. I'm already ranting way too much. But again, definitely a better place. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Never settle. And by settle, I mean don't let somebody be an asshole to you, mistreat you, and do you wrong. You deserve better, and you need to start treating yourself better if you don't fucking believe that. You need to start doing research. You need to start getting motivated, because you do deserve love. You do deserve happiness. You do deserve somebody who will treat you the way you want to be treated, and not hope someday that asshole that you're with is gonna change, because that's not gonna happen. Don't waste any more time than you have to. Same thing, male or female, doesn't matter, dude. I seen both parties. I seen a lot of guys too get mistreated, get cheated on, and they still stay helping to change her, and will all happen, dude. Wish you guys nothing but the best of luck, man. Appreciate it. Stay optimistic. Love you guys. See you later. Peace.